girls, I'm so excited for this month's exclusive video tutorial. I'm going to be making a record sleeve and an altered record. So I'm going to swap and we're going to be doing some Serena mail. I was inspired by all the vinyl I've been picking up and collecting recently that I thought it'd be fun to create my own vinyl record thing. It's going to be so much fun. So I did go ahead and prep everything beforehand so that we can kind of make this process go a little bit faster, but this is going to be a real-time tutorial. So I have a bunch of stuff here that I pulled out from my stash and pictures that I printed of her. Serena is one of my favorite artists. So originally my idea was to spray paint the record pink, but I didn't do a really great job. I think I'm going to try it one more time. I have this other record that I might keep black. I'm not sure. The idea is to cover it up. And then I wanted to decorate it as well, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to decorate it just yet, so we're going to be doing that all together. I'm going to leave the record for after because like I said, I might go ahead and spray paint it off camera. So I have a bunch of stuff here that I have printed and colored in. Like I printed these pictures of her black and white. I colored them in with my Erotigen colored pencils from Tombow. Same thing here. I colored in her dress with different pastel colors. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use just yet, but I just wanted to show you everything I'm going to be using. Of course, I will be using the All Heart collection from Crepe Paper. I'm absolutely obsessed with this collection. It's my favorite probably of all time. A 45 record is basically 7 inches, so I need to create an 8-inch sleeve. So I have this scrap piece of cardstock or chipboard. It came in my printer paper, so I'm just reusing it. I cut it down to size, so what you're going to need is a thicker piece of cardstock or chipboard or something that you can use, and you need to cut it down into 8 by 8. For the sleeve portion, the front part of the sleeve, I cut this down to 8.75 inches by 8.75 inches. Put all the measurements down below in the blog post that goes with this video. And so my idea is to wrap this around this to create the pocket. The next step was to score it, and you can see I scored twice because the first score line was a little bit too big. It didn't wrap around the base. So I did another score line, which is the accurate size. If you have one of these scoreboards, it's basically this one right here, this blue line. What is this? This is a quarter, so it's the one under a quarter of an inch. So once you have your paper cut down to size and scored and everything, go ahead and crease your score lines with a bone folder, which is what I did here. You're gonna want to cut the corners, so just make a slit to where the score line is and just remove the corner so that you can easily fold this. And the plan is to have it fold over like that, and then the pocket where the record's gonna go is here. And to cover this side, we'll be using pattern paper from the 6x8 sheet. Basic idea of what it's gonna look like in the back. That's the plan. Well, let's get to it. I'm gonna be using strong adhesive. The Tombow Extreme adhesive is my go-to, and I'm just going to crease this one more time. What I'm just gonna basically do is apply adhesive to the sides here and then just fold all these edges over. So again, you're gonna apply the adhesive on the back side, not on the inside, because this is where the record's gonna go. All right, so I'm just going to put it down, and the great thing is the score lines kind of gives me a visual map of where it needs to be. And the next step is to just start folding the edges over. And you can see that some of the paper started like cracking, and I actually like that because if you collect vinyl, a lot of the older record sleeves are cracked and, you know, worn down, and it kind of adds to that look, so I really love that. So I'm just pressing down with a bone folder, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I noticed that I need to cut just a little bit more off the corners. I'm just going to cut this at an angle. That just makes it a lot cleaner. Once you cut the square off, cut it at an angle, something like this. This just helps the folding a lot better. I just realized I need to make a slit so that I can put the record in. So guys, this is the first time I'm doing this. So as you can see, I'm keeping all of this in here, trial and error. So I'm going to now lift up what I just glued down. And it's okay if it's ripping. At the end, you're not gonna see this. So I need my knife. I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up. I just gutted all of what I just did so I can show you how to fix this. it turns out the second score line that I'm not going to be using shows. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this, make it a little bit smaller than 8 inches. Again, the tutorial will work perfectly fine with the original measurements that I'll have below. But in this case, because I went ahead and created a score line in the wrong spot and I don't like it showing, I'm going to have to make mine smaller, which is still going to be okay. It's still going to work out just fine. But I just want to keep this part in the tutorial so you guys can see what happens when you make a mistake and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this just a little bit so that I can actually use the second score line. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to fold over the original score line I created that was originally too big. I'm going to be using that instead now. Again, follow my instructions below. The 8 inches will work just fine. I'm just the one that made a mistake on mine, and I don't want to scrap this piece of paper, so I only have one left. So I'm going to do my best to fix it, because this paper ain't cheap. So I'm just going to the score line and just removing the rest that's there. Okay, fixed. And it's still going to fit just nicely. Let me go ahead and add more adhesive. Make sure it's on the right side.
Now let's move on with our regular scheduled programming. I might have to trim a little bit more. Burnish it with your bone folder. Okay. Yours is not going to look this damaged, trust me. But you won't even see it once it's all covered up. Alright,
So the idea now is that I have a sleeve for the record. That's gonna be so cute. Yay, look how cute that looks. I'm so excited. So now let's do the back. Here it's super simple. We're just going to add the pattern paper. And I'm gonna leave the overhang. I'm just gonna trim it at the end. So now I'm just going to add adhesive. You can use wet glue if you prefer. I'm putting it on this edge because there's a perforated part here and I'm going to trim that. So I'm going to do my best to line this up as straight as possible. There we go. I have some glue here, but that's okay. I'm going to cover that up anyway with some decoration. Alright. Looking good. This next step is optional. I'm just using a nail file and I'm going to kind of just file down the edges here. Just to make it cleaner. I kind of went in with the eraser just to kind of give it some wear and tear around the sleeve. Make it look like, you know, there's some spots and stuff. Okay, perfect. The sleeve is all done. Here's the pocket. So the record will slip in here. Perfect, so cute, right? And now it's time for the fun part. Let's decorate it. Collage look of this. So it was either between this girl's rule cluster that I made. I'm thinking I like this flower a lot more because I just like the way it sits on the corner. Now to finish off, I'm going to print out her favorite songs and cut them into strips and put them here to make it look like that's what's on this fake record. But until then, I think I'm just gonna see if I'm gonna want to use some of these washi tapes to further decorate it. I like how that looks. So this is the back cover. Now let's work on the front. So this is the vibe I'm going towards for the front. What I did was add 2 layers of this extra cardstock from the base, and I added 2 layers on the main image because I wanted it to be raised, but foam would just create too much dimension, so I just gave 2 layers of this paper. And then for her here, I only added 1 layer, so it sits higher than this one here, because I did want this to be kind of dimensional as well. I do have these flowers that I'm thinking of using. So I played around with some washi tape and I just put 2 pieces here together. I really like how this looks. Her standing in the middle of the "You Go Girl." I think I'm just gonna probably fast forward this part because I can take a little bit of time doing this, playing around with placement and stuff. So I'm gonna speed up this part of the video. Flower, I basically just removed the center of this daisy and added this diamond brand I just cut the pieces off of. So really cute little floral here. And I'm just going to add some glue now and adhere it down. I think this looks good so far. finally finished the front. I think this looks super cute. I wanted to use more of the puffy stickers, especially here, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think it's so cute. And just to show you one more time, this is where the pocket is. Hi, I'm back. So after many failed attempts at spray painting the record, I decided to just go ahead and use actual acrylic paint. 2 layers of gesso, which is basically like a white primer because it's a black record. So the primer really helps the other colors stand out. And then I put this chalk acrylic, I put it away, but it's a paint that I have in my stash. And it's really, really soft pink. I think it'll go really nicely with the sleeve that we created. So I'm gonna go ahead and decorate the record and then finish off the back. So let's get started. So I went ahead and I ended up cutting out from the all heart paper the shape. I just used some nesting circle dies that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Tombow Aqua Mono Liquid Glue. So if you are looking to adhere paper to paper and you want a Tombow adhesive, I recommend the Tombow Mono Multi, the green bottle, because if you use this with paper, it'll just warp. It'll warp the papers together and it does not look pretty. Because I'm using paper on plastic record vinyl, it's gonna be fine. And I rather use this glue because it dries clear in case it seeps out and it won't create a sticky mess. Now, of course, I'm going to decorate this as well. So I have some more images of Marina that I'd like to use. I also have, I think this one would look so cute in the middle. So I've decided for the record, I'm gonna do this. Just an embellishment I had made just for fun on a different day. So I'm gonna use it here. And I like her tucked in there like that. Tip for removing glue is to use an eraser. I'm just using the Tombow Mono Zero. I love it because I have more control because it's kind of like a pencil. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the piece down. And I'm going to use the Tombow Mono Aqua. This is looking really cute, and I like how by peeling off the different layers of the chipboard, you can create your own kind of dimension. Like this one, I removed more layers than this one, so it sticks out more than the little heart, and I love how that looks. So here is the finished record. Really cute. So let's see. Oh, I can't wait to give it to her. I think she's gonna love it. I'm loving it so much. And then there's the record. So I think maybe I'll add some of these diamonds to kind of match. Okay. So I added some finishing touches with these iridescent stickers and I love it. Okay. Now let's work on the back side of the sleeve. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue everything down and I'll be back. Because I use Girl Power on the inside of the record, I don't like to repeat myself when I'm working on the same project. I don't like repeating elements all that much. So I'm going to change that Girl Power sticker and I'm gonna add this one here instead that says the best. And I actually like it a lot better. It kind of fits in with that font as well. I think what I might do is actually outline around the boxes with this Tombow pink twin marker. have it, the completed album, sleeve, and record. I'm so proud of this. I think it's gorgeous, and I had a blast putting it together. Once again, here is the front with all its detail and glory. I added a couple more rhinestones up here just to balance it out. Little cluster down here, so freaking cute. I love the flowers. It's very tactile and dimensional, and I love that about the front. And this again is the altered record. I think it's so cute on its own. She can display it if she wants. She can add some sticky tack or something and add it to the wall, and then have this displayed on the side somewhere. So it's basically like a 2-in-1, and I really love that about this. It's so freaking cute. I think I'm gonna have to make one for myself because I love Marina so much. She's my favorite artist. And again, here is the back. I'm not adding any rhinestones or anything because if she does want to have it laid flat somewhere, I don't want it to be bulky in the back, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. I love the collage effect and look, and if you do create something like this for your favorite band or artist, do utilize all the space for your favorite songs, but these are the ones that she told me that were her favorites, so I just wanted to include those. And I think it's so sweet. I love it so much. I love the collage look, like I said, and oh, I love Marina. If you guys don't know about her or her style, I really suggest you check it out. All of these songs are really great songs. If you want to start with these, you can go ahead, but I'll link below my favorite songs if you guys want to check them out. That'd be so awesome, and let me know if you do check her out, and let me know which songs you like. She has a unique style and unique voice, and it's just, oh, I love her so much. So yeah, she used to be known as Marina and the Diamonds. That's why there's diamonds everywhere. But then she released a new album in April, and she's just going by Marina now. Alright, that's a little backstory on her. Thank you so much for watching, Rebels. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive tutorial. If you have any video requests for the next upcoming months, let me know. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!